Hey party people, this entire fit thrifted from the accessories and shoes to the sweater and skirt. This is KK All Night and welcome to my channel, or perhaps welcome back to my channel. Here I focus on style, fashion, and outfit inspiration with a heavy emphasis on the outfit inspiration, as well as sourcing my clothes sustainably. And that means a lot of thrifting, consignment shop, and vintage hunting on the secondhand retail markets. Yes, everything that I have on is thrifted. I have been looking for a fuzzy, like stuffed animal purse. This was a little bit more than what I was looking for, but I love it. I originally was just looking for a rectangular shape that maybe I could hold as a clutch, but this takes it up a notch. First of all, it's two color. We have the ombre effect with the red and the black. Then we have this unique shape with the heart. Then we have the strap. So obviously a crossbody, but I think I could do a clutch. Hold on one second. Let's see. I could totally do it as a clutch. The inside, while you're thinking, looks pretty big. It doesn't offer much room, but I could still fit my phone, a credit card case, some lip gloss, tissue, and hand sanitizer. But in this fit, I have styled it as a crossbody. I have this gorgeous leopard print sweater, but it's the red and black. That is INC. That was an earlier thrift. And then I have this gorgeous Ankara print maxi. Y'all know I love me a good Ankara print. And most of my Ankara print items are these type of maxi skirts that have the tie right here. When I saw this in the store, I knew immediately that I wanted to pair it with this. Fun fact, when you thrift, you get to see the same people there. And there is one lady who we always kiki when we see each other, and she finds such good things, and she'll be like, do you want it? Yeah, it was too tight. It didn't quite suit me. It'll look better on you. And that's what happened with this skirt. And when I saw y'all, I knew exactly what I was going to initially style it with. And that is the sweater. And bonus, y'all, it comes with the head wrap. The head wrap, I cannot believe this. When you have things like this, either someone is very intentional when they donate, or it wasn't really worn, and that's why that piece is still in there. Belt is attached, so we would definitely have that. Even my shoes, these are Sam Edelman. They weren't thrifted in this haul, but they were thrifted. I love that stud detail on the back. They're very comfortable, but they have that little edge and that little extra razzmatazz that I look for. And I think that's it. Oh, one thing I did want to show you. I have a bodysuit on, but it's very close to my skin tone, so don't get too excited. This is a cardigan that would typically be buttoned in the front. But fun fact, you guys, flip that cardigan around and now you have an interesting detail in the back, and you can crop it in the front. I have a bodysuit on, so I can't tuck it underneath my bra, but that's typically what I would do. And this is the fit. I love it. So cute. Where would I be going in this? I would be going to work on a Friday. I could be going to brunch with the girls. I could be going to date night with the hubby. Really, I could wear it to church. There's not really much I feel like I couldn't do in this outfit. I could just be going for a Walmart run, really. So that's me. You decide how dressed up or dressed down you want it and where you would wear it to. All right, folks, here are the next items. I have this oversized semi-sheer silver metallic shirt, buttoned down all the way, so it can be worn as a jacket. We could button it and belt it. It could be worn as a purse. You could even do, as Carla Rockmore says, crisscross applesauce, where, I hope you can still hear me, you need a big enough shirt. Typically, my shirts aren't big enough because of the boobies. You cross it like so. Now, I would have to play with it and smooth it out in the pants, but I actually think I could probably achieve that crisscross effect with this oversized shirt. This was, I think this ended up being like $2 or $3. Tags still on, y'all. It's H&M. I had forgotten about that. Tags still on. Regular price was $25, $24.99. I got it for $3.25. This is extra large for H&M, so this is clearly meant to be super oversized, because I think I am probably an extra large, you know, just for a normal fit in H&M. But I thought that was super cute. These pants are 9 & Company, and right now it's escaping me what store that is. Now, pink, fuchsia, hot pink is one of my favorite colors, and I can tell you I have a dark fuchsia suit, a more bright fuchsia suit, a short set that's bubblegum pink, but I actually don't know if I have any wide leg pink pants this color. I have been really intentional this summer in trying to limit my thrifting, but if I do, to purchase things that I truly do not have in my closet. When you start getting repeats of things, you know, you need to slow down. So I love a wide leg pant. It has no pockets. That's the only downfall of these pants, but I think they are super cute. You could also tie this shirt up. What really gets you, if you're trying on two pieces, not necessarily to go together, and then you put them on and you're like, oh, this looks good. Which is, I think, what happened with me with this shirt and these pants. So I would definitely put these together, and I would probably wear it tied up like this, or wear the silver jacket, or wear it as a jacket. I could also leave it open and I think and belt it, and that would be cute with a little cami underneath. All right, the next item are these pants, which they are intentionally supposed to be cropped. What I like about them is that they are cropped, but they are velour. So that's two things you wouldn't typically find together, because when you think cropped, you think summer, but when you see velour, you think winter. So I thought these were super cute. There's room to let out the hem, but even if I did, it's not like they would be grazing the floor. So I think the best way to style these would be with some ankle boots where you don't see any leg, or loafers with some cute bobby socks folded down. So here, what's working for me is the color. This lavender color is gorgeous, and the texture with the velour. I know some people have a real problem with velour, but I think it's cute. These were $3.25 as well. Everything I got was half off. These are a New Day, so they are from the retailer that I'm not currently shopping at in store, but I will buy their thrifted items. All right, here we are with the next item. This color is almost my favorite color. I love chartreuse, so if these had been just a tad bit brighter, it would have been perfect. The reason I was drawn to them are a couple of reasons. First, the silhouette, the wide leg pant, and it nips you in at the waist with this band here. And I actually have a pair of 100% linen drawstring pants from Shein, but I'm thinking I'm going to donate those and keep these. One, even though this is just a linen blend, I feel like the fabrication is much better. The construction is much better. These are Anne Klein. If you know, you know. Don't need two pairs. And these obviously could be worn in the summer and spring months because it's linen, but to winterize it, I probably just layer it like I have with my bodysuit under it. Now, guys, I'm trying all these things on and styling them, you know, pseudo styling them for the first time now. I've only tried them in a store. This is my first time putting them on at home. And when I was trying it on, one of the little buttons popped off. Now, I've mentioned this before. When you thrift, sometimes there might be a small thing that you have to fix. Maybe the hem is coming out a little bit and you have to repair it. Maybe a piece of embellishment has come off and you have to glue it back on. Maybe it's missing a button. That is something that is going to happen with thrifting. And if you are kind of like, I just want to have it, pick it off the mannequin and go be done with it, you know, thrifting may not be for you, but I feel like those are opportunities to get the creative juices flowing. So you see that it's missing a button. Maybe you decide to replace all the buttons. Maybe with the threading on the hem, you decide to add a little bit of extra to the hem, take it out or pull it up. And I don't mean you necessarily, not everyone is a sewer. I can cut something and use hem tape and sew a button, but that's about it. But if you have a good seamstress, then all your ideas can come to fruition. So very pleased with these. Again, these would have been $3.25. Now, most people would figure that these pants are an office fit, which I totally agree, but you pair it with a denim shirt and you have made these much more casual. If you had some type of elaborate top with maybe some sequins or some sparkles, then it becomes dressy enough for church or a special occasion. I mean, the opportunities are endless. And like I said, it's one of my favorite colors. All right, guys, I am in love. This pair of jeans is from Express. These are not wide leg. These are actually bell bottom, and I love that. And they are a size 12. I am so pleased with these. They have plenty of stretch. I want to show you something. Depending upon how you wear the waist of your pants can have an effect on how it looks. So that is it straight across. But if I pull them up on the sides, creating this V right here, all of a sudden that little V helps you look thinner. Love this. Love the detail. These are like sailor pants. Love the detail on that. I would most likely wear this with a blazer, but you do miss out on the button detail if you do that. You could tuck in a shirt, but for me, with my little fupa, I would definitely, if I was going to do that, probably wear some foundation garments. But then again, if it pokes out a little bit, I'm still okay with that. I love the length. I love the wash. And these were maybe, maybe $5, half off of whatever denim is at the Goodwill. So definite win. Another winner. I don't typically have a lot of luck with jeans. I am so glad that in these modern times they add a little bit of stretch and elastic with the jeans. When I was growing up, they were on 100% cotton, 100% denim, and honey, they were stiff. Again, they are more of a bell bottom than wide leg, and I love that for me. These are Fashion Nova. They have this cute little tie detail. You could do some denim on denim. You could do black denim. I have a button down shirt I'm thinking about that will look cute with this. I mean, I don't have to give you ideas on how to style denim and where you would wear denim to. These are gorgeous. These are tailored enough, and dark rinse, I think, gives more formality that I would even wear them to the office on Friday. Okay, y'all, this next little cutie patootie is a good one. This is actually a Fashion Nova Luxe piece. I find their Fashion Nova Luxe line to be very good quality and very cute styles. So this is an off-the-shoulder number, as you can see from the cutaway. And normally I would shy away from anything that has extra embellishments or a lot of foof or poof going on at the top. Because I am large-chested, I feel like that brings extra attention to a space that is already very big. But the one thing I will say when I thrift, if I see something I like it, I'm going to try it on, whether it looks too big, whether it looks too small, whether it looks like a style that might not normally fit my body type, just because you never know. So I tried this on and I was pleasantly surprised. I believe I've styled it a few different ways. Put a large silver necklace or brooch on, which I thought just gave it another dimension. You could add different brooches here across the top bodice part. This is satin. It is either an extra large or a 1X, and y'all, I paid $7.50 for this. It was regularly $14.99, $15, and of course I go on half off Wednesdays. And so I saw it and I thought, where am I going to wear this party dress? I don't know. The event will find me. If you build it, they will come, right? It is lined. Another tip, when I have fabric that is delicate like this, and I want to hang it up, I take those bra pads that you put in every single bra you get now, and I use that as padding. You could also use an old sock, a washcloth, just so you don't have that imprint in your dress. So this is the dress. It's said to launder, to hand wash. Nobody is hand washing all this with these big ass poofy sleeves. So I put it in the washing machine on cold, delicate, and it was fine. Now, there are some wrinkles. I would definitely use a steamer when I am ready to wear this piece. And I did find that it was a little big in the waist area, which is not where you want it to be big. Another issue large-breasted women have is if it fits here, it's usually too big everywhere else. And if it fits in your waist, it's going to be a little bit too tight here. So there are some tips and tricks to fix that. I forget the name of the YouTuber who showed me this hack or trick. I'll try to find it and put it up here. Pin the inside of the bodice in such a way that it cinches you in. I think you use 2 safety pins and a tie to tie it to cinch you in a little bit. So that is definitely what I would do. I don't think I would invest the money with my tailor to get this taken in just because of the lining and everything. I just have a feeling it would be super expensive. So there's not just one way to wear it like this. Like I said, you could add brooches or a heavy embellished necklace up here. You could also put on patterned or colored tights. I have some rhinestone boots I think might be cute. Obviously, any type of dressy evening shoe is going to go with this as well. You could even, hear me out, pair it with some denim and wear it for a night out with the girls to dinner. I think that would be pretty cute. And this is not a true white. This is cream. So I'm going to say you can wear it all year long. And even if it was white, you could absolutely wear it all year long. First, can I say, I love me a good maxi dress that has some movement. Second, can we hear it for the pleats? So when I wash this, the pleats will still be in the dress. Thirdly, do I have a maxi red dress? Yes, I do. but the difference here is the silhouette. Lately, I have been attracted to these peasant top dresses. Now, most people would choose probably to wear it off shoulder and wear a strapless bra, which I could do, but I have big girls here. And while the strapless bras I have are good quality and work, I still feel more comfortable with something with straps. So I would do one of two things. Wear a tank top. If I wanted to go monochromatic, I could do that to have it blend in. Or if I wanted it to be a contrast, I could go for a black, maybe a metallic gray or gold, or just pull them up. Now, with some dresses, when you pull them up, they will continue to fall back down. You just stick a safety pin in your bra and it'll stay up. I'm not sure who this is by. I will have to put it to the side here, but I could wear this alone. I could wear it belted. I could wear it with a number of blazers. And again, the twirl factor, y'all. I love this. I paid $5.75. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, guys, here is the last item. Now, this is suede, 100% suede, pencil maxi skirt, and this bolero tuxedo style jacket. It was labeled as a suit and it was half off Wednesdays, so I got this set for $7. Couple of things. One, this is not a suit. There's two different labels, so these are by different manufacturers. You can tell in the fabrication of the suede, the skirt is a little bit stiffer, and the jacket is a little bit softer, but I do enjoy this tuxedo cut. I think I have a black suede blazer or jacket, but it's more blazer cut. So this is a little bit cropped. I enjoy that. Now, for my suede, is extremely expensive to get it professionally cleaned. So I flip them inside out. I wipe the liner down with Lysol wipes, and then I use a suede brush on the outside to brush it and clean it. Suede brushes have steel bristles on one side and then really dirty boar bristles on the other side. So I'll do it with the metal bristles first and then the boar bristles. And that is how I clean them. I sometimes sun the inside, the lining, after I wipe it down with Lysol. I would not suggest sunning the outside, as you can fade your suede or your leather. And then if you still find that there is an odor, you can tell it's been hanging in someone's closet. A lot of times if you get clothing from a state sale, you may have that issue. And if it's leather or suede, like I said, it's very expensive to launder. You can spray your favorite perfume. You can use dryer wipes. If you put dryer wipes in the sleeve or rub the fabric with the dryer wipes. And you can also use those little packets that they put in purses to soak up the moisture. All those things can help you get rid of the smell in your garments. So I am very pleased with this. I will also wear it as a set. Obviously, you could break it apart, but there's one big issue. The zipper on this is broken. Now, normally a broken zipper is not that big of a deal. You take it to a seamstress. My seamstress would probably charge 25, maybe 30, depending upon the fabric that you have to cut to put the zipper in, if there's a lining in the garment. But with suede and leather, it's a much thicker fabric, and so you need special needles. So I don't know how much she would charge, or if she even works with leather and suede like that. I will ask her. There is, of course, a fix. There's usually a fashion fix to any fashion element that you have. Some are more cost prohibitive than others. So I will show you what I have done in this case. Could totally put a shirt on and wear it like this. You do run the chance of having your safety pins, in my case, the safety pins pop. I can stick my fingers in, I can breathe, but I am nervous that if I sit down, one of those safety pins is going to pop. That is definitely not something that you want to have. I contemplated having the safety pins at the front, which you could do, but you see there's a slit in the back. Not that there couldn't be a slit in the front, there totally could. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the skirt yet. I don't know of any functions that I would go to where I would be exclusively standing up, where sitting down would not be an issue. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you have found some tips and tricks on how to put your fashion pieces together, as well as if you're interested in thrifting, good information on that. Again, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I am still a new YouTuber. I am trying to grow my channel. To all my current subscribers, I know you don't have to watch this video. You don't have to subscribe. So I thank you so very, very much. And with that, you all be safe out there.